Pregame.com.
Welcome back to Pregame.tv. We're heading back out to the Pac-12. Stanford at USC. This will be Bryan Leonard's free pick. Guys, Stanford, this is the question in this game. I don't know which way you're going with this one, Bryan, yet, but Stanford, do they suffer a letdown after last week's monumental game? I mean, anytime you play Oregon, obviously that's, marquee game. The stakes were so high. This was finally the spot where Oregon, like last year, controlled their own destiny. They went out. You think they're going to play Alabama, and then make it to a Thursday night game. The greatest college football night. With Baylor and Oklahoma. For the opener, and this one for the nightcap. Do they suffer a letdown? What do you guys think?
I don't think so. I mean, as far as Shaw, first off, solid coach, had an extra couple days to prepare. It's not a Saturday to Saturday game. It's a Thursday to Saturday game. This is a Stanford team that knows they can ill afford to lose if they want to represent the North as far as going, because they did lose a game to Utah, so that would put Oregon back in the driver's seat if they lose and won't have a chance at the Pac-12 championship game. So I think Shaw will have them focused. I think they're a solid team. As long as Gaffney's running well, they're tough to beat. Their front seven, which they're minus one of those guys, but still their front six of those seven, as good as anybody's in the country.
Bryan, do you think that win by Stanford, again, now you got to have a lot of things happen because you've got, obviously Alabama, you've got Florida State, both look like they're going to run the table now. But if one of them stubbed their toe somewhere along the line, you still got Baylor out there. Stanford with a one loss. Can they find their way back into the national championship game?
Yeah, I don't think so. You also have Ohio State out there, which is undefeated also. So it's a situation. Stanford lost to Utah. It happens. I mean, every team is going to stub their toe once in a while when you're playing quality opposition. Utah, when they played Stanford, played the perfect game, and
Utah should have beat UCLA up there. They lost by 1 point in the end to Arizona State. They are very tough in Salt Lake.
Yep, Utah's a very good team. I had them when they played USC, and I thought they had a very good chance in that game. The offense didn't show. But you talked about the look ahead. I mean, USC's playing really good ball right now. I don't think they're going to overlook the team from LA.
No. And before we kick it
and
back,
I'll be there. I'll be there live, third row seats. You'll see me and my daughter literally behind the Stanford side, but we're right there around the 15-yard line.
How much do you take?
I don't feel bad taking lunch from this guy. That guy travels all over the place.
Not to take it, look at the Southern Cal team with what they're doing right now, and Ed Orgeron with the job he's done. He's got this team playing good football. Since he's taken over, they've won 4 out of 5 games. Their only loss was at Notre Dame, and we know Notre Dame's down, but still, it's tough to go into Notre Dame and win. Do you think, to me, it almost looks like the student body, the players themselves, they're playing for this coach. They like Ed. They would like to see him become the permanent head coach, but this is too big of a marquee job. I don't think he can get it. It's a shame, and especially even if he would knock off a team like Stanford and then run the table, you would think he would deserve a shot, but I don't think he's going to get it.
Well, you better be careful, and Pat Hayden will weigh that all out, because a lot of the guys that are there and will be back for the next year or two like him as head coach, like the atmosphere that he's created there. It's more like when Pete Carroll was there, a lot of fun, a lot of joking, a lot of relaxation, and you see what Cody Kessler's doing. He's throwing the ball down the field, something Kiffin did not have these guys do. He had the reins on both Kessler and Wittek, and neither guy was throwing more than 15-yard passes, and they were under duress all the time. You're seeing right away out of the gate, almost every game, Kessler throwing a 50 or 60-yard pass play, whether it's complete or not. He's got the defense in the back of their minds thinking about it.
Absolutely. You got to stretch the field. Well, you know what? This is your free pick, Bryan. Let's go ahead and make it official.
All right, instead of picking the side in this game, because we do have a letdown situation, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to go with the best side of both of these football teams. I'm going to play the defenses. I'm going to go for this game to go under the total. USC's defense just dominant all season long. They've got some future NFL players on that defense. And Kenny pointed out, the offense is starting to throw the ball downfield. You had to do that. It's a good way to increase your ability to run the football. But they didn't play a Stanford defense. They played some weaker defenses. I think they're going to struggle here against the Stanford defense. If you take a look at Stanford this year, I not only look at final scores, but I look at yardage. And both of these teams have a hard time putting a lot of yardage up. I believe USC has been outgained in 3 of their games. Stanford actually, in 9 games, has been outgained in 4 of those 9 games. So they play very close to the vest. Neither team is going to want to make a rash decision in this game. Turnovers are going to be the key. I think with both teams having excellent defenses, I look for this game to go under the total. It's sitting at roughly the 46 area, but which makes a lot of sense. But I think it's going to be a very conservative game. I'm going to go for the under in this contest.
Okay, there you have it. Bryan says to take under in Stanford USC on Saturday. We're coming right back. We've got one more college football game for you. We're going to take a look at San Jose State at Nevada. That'll be my free pick. That's up next. Pregame.tv.